As a child, are you like into music, school, sports?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm into every motherfucking thing. I was nice. I got pictures with me. I played football. I didn't never like basketball. I was always into football or boxing. Um, Always into music. Listen to like every rapper. We go back to the Sugar Hill Gang up to Grandmaster Flash, LL Cool J. LL Cool J was my favorite, and Run DMC. And but I was always into sports. At the age of I think like 11 to 12 for Christmas, my grandpops got me some boxing gloves because I used to always want to box. And then that's when I really got into boxing. But boxing always been my sport. And karate. I did boxing, karate, both, but I was more into boxing.
Oh, damn, you was into karate? Was you
Hell
breaking
yeah.
wooden boards and shit?
Nah, we ain't never do wood and board back then. Everything was about defense. The karate class that I went to, they always taught us defense, and they never really gave us too much offense because I guess they didn't want us to kick no ass or something. They just wanted us to be able to defend ourselves opposed to trying to hurt somebody. But
Well,
I didn't
that's what
care
the arts are
because,
supposed to be like, though. They're
yeah,
supposed to teach you like to only use it when you have to, right?
yeah. But we never did no striking. We always did defense blocks, how to get up
Mhm.
out of situations and stuff like that. So I always incorporated that with my boxing. So I said, I don't care if they don't teach me how to fight. I know how to box, and I'll use that to get up out of it. So, and I was into wrestling too. That's another thing. We used to have wrestling matches around my way because where I live at, we had the main floor was like a big lobby, and we would go down there and have wrestling matches down there.
Who was your favorite wrestler growing up?
As far as with the WWE wrestling,
Yeah.
oh man, I used to love the Junkyard Dog. Um, when what's name became a wrestler, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Uh, everybody like Hulk Hogan.
So around 12 is when you start engaging in the street activities, right? What is like
Yeah,
the first thing that you start doing? Are you hustling or you robbing or what?
nah. So I first found a bag of crack at like 12, 13 years old, in front of my building. It was a pack, and I didn't know what it was, so I took it inside the house, and I showed my sister boyfriend, who was much older than me. And he snatched it from me. He was like, yo, where you get this from? I found this shit outside. I was like, what is that? And the way he was acting, I'm looking at him like, this shit must be something. He's like, that's crack. Now, I heard of it before, but I didn't know what it was, what it looked like or nothing. I was like, so what's up? He was like, yo, all right, I'm going to show you how you sell it. So that next day he came, got me, went up the block to 145th Street. I'm outside. I'm hustling. I'm selling drugs. Oh, I'm selling the pack that I had. I don't know. I probably had about 100 bottles. I don't remember what I was selling them for. And every time I would go to, like, when the crackheads would come to me, I would hold my hand out, and they would take one and look at it and then put it back. They're like, nah, I'm good. I don't want that. I don't like how I look. But the whole time, what they're really doing is they picking it up, looking at it, and throwing it in their hand and switching it and putting soap back in my hand.
Oh, shit.
So they came, they sent a crackhead over there. They would see what color tops I got. They would go to the store, get the tops, fill it up with soap, and then come back. Because they knew I was a young kid. They knew I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So, because I was selling it for different prices. Yo, how much? How much you go for? I look like a $5 bottle. Oh, yeah, give me $5. How much? Give me $7. And they give it to him like, oh, shit. And then I ended up finding out that the spot I was in front of, they found out the person whose spot I was in front of, I didn't know. My sister's boyfriend took me in front of Rich Porter's spot. And they heard that it was a young kid over here selling soap because a lot of the joints, they were switching up and it was soap. And the word got around that I was out there selling soap. And so Rich sent one of his henchmen, Malcolm. Malcolm came, chased me out of there. And it's crazy how years later, when I was away, I'm in the yard talking with a brother and we kicking it and shit. We talking about Harlem. And I never even knew he was from Harlem. We talking about Harlem and that. I was like, word. I said, yeah, man, where you from? What street you from? He told me the street he from. I was like, yeah, I said, yeah, I used to hustle over there when I was just a kid, this and that. I said, one day I was hustling in front of Rich Porter's spot and he stopped me. He said, stop right there. He said, yeah, you was selling the soap, and the dude came out, kicked the door with the dreads. I said, yeah, how you know that? He was like, that was me, motherfucker. It's a small world. I was like, oh, shit, that was you? Heard. Come to find out it was him. Word. He stopped me right there. He said, yo, stop. Yeah, your little ass was out there selling that soap. I was like, nah, it wasn't soap, though. I had crack. And then I wound up finding that the drugs belonged to the dude that lived in my building, Marco. And Marco was one of like the biggest like drug kingpins around. Like nobody never even heard the story. Nobody know who he is or nothing. But that's my niece's uncle. And that's a whole nother story. But that's when I started hustling, selling drugs, and I started to really learn about what the drug game was about, crackheads and stuff like that.
Did you ever meet Rich when you were young?
Nah, I never met Rich. I seen Rich, Alpo, Easy, all of them. Later was with Alpo, knew Alpo later, met up, kicked it. Me and Alpo had a situation before too, but we can talk about that later. And Rich Porter, me and him never got to meet. After that whole situation, I never knew. And I didn't even know that was his spot that I was hustling in front of. I learned later through him, Malcolm. But yeah, that's the situation with that. As far as AZ, I know AZ, but this is when I got older. But me and AZ, younger brother, we was cool growing up. That's people, his little brother. Rest in peace to Wayne. That's my man. That's AZ, little brother.